What's up, guys? My name is Aaron. Today I'm going to be reviewing Isle of Dogs. This movie is written and directed by Wes Anderson. It's basically about this futuristic Japanese society set, I would say, 20 years in the future. Basically, they've gotten rid of all dogs, basically, and sent them off to like this trash island, basically. Basically, all the dogs are there. And this boy, Atari, tries to go back to that island to find his dog, Spots, and 5 other dogs are there and they help him try to find his dog. And that's basically the plot of the movie. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. I like his movies. I think they're cool looking and stuff. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou is probably my favorite. I tend to actually like all of his movies, even though it's like basic to like his movies, I guess. I think he has a really cool style about him, and that really gravitated me to watch this movie. I would say Isle of Dogs, though, is probably my least favorite Wes Anderson movie of the ones that I've seen. I think the movie is, of course, wonderfully done, with the beautiful miniature sets and design, of course. The gliding and obsessively symmetrical camera work is just like a delight to see. I think the characters and dialogue are funny, kind of quirky, and interestingly done in a way that only Anderson can. But to me, definitely the weakest of his batch of movies. And when the emotional moments hit in the movie, to me, a lot more sparingly than usual for one of his movies, I think they do hit. I thought some of the moments with Chief and Atari, I think they were really touching. And I think Chief is probably the most interesting character in this movie, just his backstory and stuff like that. I think this movie is weird because I think the movie's plot is so simple, but it kind of felt so long and drawn out in comparison. I think the world building is interesting, and Anderson is really like a master at doing this type of thing, creating these mythical and kind of magical worlds, I would say. But I don't know if any of the characters were all that fleshed out or interesting outside of Chief to me. I think a lot of the human parts that intercut with the Isle of Dogs stuff kind of felt extraneous and kind of superfluous to what was happening with the dog stuff. And while I get the satire and politics Anderson is trying to establish about like the capitalism and stuff like that, I think it feels too heavy-handed to actually register, in my opinion. The whole Japanese stuff seems lovingly made and a lot of care and respect obviously went into it, but some of the stuff, like getting like an almost entirely white voice cast and naming the protagonist of the movie Atari, just felt so like goofy and antiquated to me. The world never manages to explain why or even mention why the dogs are American, and it just feels lazy in a way that kind of reminded me of Bright. Like, I'm just not a fan of that. I think that they could have just went full head and like made this movie like all subtitles basically. I think that would have been a little bit more interesting in my opinion, but I would still say this is like an alright movie. I would say it's definitely cute. It definitely has that Wes Anderson style, so if you're like a fan of that style, you're obviously gonna love this movie. It's definitely made for you. But to me, it's just kind of weaker Wes Anderson to me. It's alright, I guess, but I had a lot more problems with this than I thought I was gonna have. So I think overall, I would give this like a 6 out of 10, I would say. Cute movie, but I don't know if it's gonna really register in the pantheon of his movies, you know what I mean? So yeah, those are my thoughts on Isle of Dogs. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.